Now I feel like I was self-taught. You know what I mean? Fucking people that say that. No, I was self-taught. I'm self-taught.
Who says that? Like,
I was self-taught.
It's like I feel like you have to be a little bit ignorant in some way. Like,
It's also really.
I'm just self-taught.
It's also a little bit pretentious too.
It's very pretentious.
It's like, no, actually, I was self-taught. Like,
Yeah.
all right, okay, cool. You know, no, I was self-taught. You know, my mom got us an easy bake oven when we were kids.
Syrum.
Hey, everybody! Welcome back to a brand new episode of Trooth Syrum podcast. We got Ryan and Corey.
Corey and Ryan.
And today, you know what today's date is?
What is today's date?
February 27th. I guarantee you, I know somebody who's today's their birthday.
Today's their birthday.
But I don't know them well enough because I didn't think about texting or calling you. But if you're listening to this, happy birthday.
Happy birthday on this joyous day of your life.
Yeah, if you're going to be mad at anybody, be mad at Facebook for not letting me know.
I don't use that anymore.
Me either.
Like, I don't see points to social media except for Instagram once in a while. Like, I think I talked about that where, like, I just post things so people, like, my family's aware that I'm around still.
So they know you're still alive?
Yeah. It's like, oh, he's doing something.
You don't have a person that takes care of that for you? You were in a movie last year.
I was in a movie last year.
You were in a film, so you would think that now you have assistants that handle that kind of shit. You have handlers.
Oh, yeah, because I did one indie film that now I have all the money and all the help I want.
I saw you wearing a suit on the red carpet.
That's not how it works.
I saw you on a red carpet. Now you have an assistant. But anyway, everybody, feeling good today, drinking coffee. It's early in the morning.
Hell yeah.
We've been doing it. We've been really fucking doing this shit.
Yeah, we've been Corey and Ryan in the morning.
In the morning. Yeah, so, today we're here to really dive into a tough topic. I've been really talking to people lately. Really, this was Ryan's idea.
Oh, like you're just pitching it like, oh, yeah, I knew about this the whole time.
I knew about it.
Yeah. I guess if you want to get into it, we'll delve into it.
No, wait, catch up. Well, I'm going to catch up with you real quick. What's new in your life?
Oh, okay. What's new in my life? Been hanging out a lot with the lady.
That's not new.
That's not new.
That's not
I
new.
can't. It's so strange.
I hate
people
that
ask
question. What's new in your life?
I do the same thing to people too. I'm like, all right, well, I don't know what to say.
Oh, you did it too, and I walked in.
Fine. I went to the fucking Whitney. That was fun.
Oh, that's cool. I saw
Yeah.
that. Saw that.
I had more fun on the outside than the inside. Well, they have cool art. There's cool stuff in the inside. Don't get me wrong. But I enjoy just hanging out on the freaking rooftop, just looking out.
Yeah, no, it's nice. It's
Yeah,
an
it's nice.
observatory deck.
I saw a Jackson Pollock.
That's awesome.
That's
I saw
freaking
that.
rad.
You saw that.
Yeah, and I'm surprised he did other art besides that little, splooge
The
painting.
splooge splatter.
Yeah, splooge splatter.
How
I bet half of that is like actually jizz.
how do you feel in general? Like, what kind of art do you typically feel like when you go to a museum?
Uh-huh.
Like, where do you stand in front of for a longer time, or what do you criticize? What do you feel like is bullshit, and what do you feel like is cool?
In the Whitney, there's this one exhibit they have like the different forms of like what different fabrics they would use. They like that. I sent you a picture of a bunch of stacked blankets.
Oh, so
and through a beam. Like, I mean, the beam is through those blankets, and like that is like, what the fuck?
so it's like a shish kebab, a giant shish kebab of blankets.
Yeah, pretty much, and like stuff like that. I'm like, I don't care, or like,
because it looks like just like when you open a linen closet.
yeah, or even like a simple splatter of like a black up and down. Like, if it has no other contemporary colors over it that like complement it or has any point to it, I don't care.
So you like when paintings look like someone painted it to look accurate to reality?
Not super accurate. I'm okay with abstract art. I do appreciate it. That sort of thing. But like that's if it goes simple, dumb abstract, like you ever like, or the art that's like you ever seen the one where like I forget what museum it's in where someone jerked off and took a pint of their blood and mixed together and put in a little vial and then they put on display.
How much money did they make off that?
And that's art.
That's like one of those things where if you've fallen on hard times, like that kind of shit gives you hope.
Yeah,
You're like, fuck it, I can come into a vial and put some blood in there.
yeah, that's something that's just my own opinion. But that's art is
Did you shit on it while you were looking at it?
What's that?
Did you like shit on it verbally, like out loud to Mackenzie?
No. Well, we didn't see that art. I was just saying that last thing I mentioned.
Oh, you were just saying
that wasn't another.
No. I'm saying, but when the stuff that you didn't like, were you vocal about it?
Oh yeah, like we were both vocal. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Like I do like art. I love sitting down. Like we went to like a lot of exhibits that have like those visual mediums where I'm like, I'm sitting there watching, trying to absorb what exactly this person's trying to say or whatever. Or like even yeah, I'm cool with that. I saw what's her Frida
Kahlo.
Yeah. Is that her last name?
Yeah, there's a picture of her in my apartment with all the cats.
Yeah, I saw some of her art, and that was really cool, like, from one of the floors, which is cool. Like, they have just 5 floors. It's easy. You could get through that in, like, a day.
Yeah, you can blow.
I hate those museums where they're fucking huge. You have to only see one exhibit.
Me and Hannah, if we went there and there were only 5 floors, we would fucking do, like, a floor every 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I know us. Like, all right, so I saw everything I needed to see here. Yeah. Let's go eat.
What about you, man? What's the dealio?
What's new with me is Hannah got on this keto thing, and now I'm doing it. But what I didn't realize is, the way I've been working out and shit, I need more carbs. And obviously, in the beginning, when you first start doing something different, your body has to adjust to it.
Yeah.
So I attempted to work out yesterday, but honestly, I was making jokes like, "Yeah, fuck it, I'm not gonna work out." But I was really I didn't have any fuel because I haven't really had any carbs for at least the last 48 hours.
Do you ever force yourself to train, even beyond it, even though you're you feel like, oh, I'm sluggish as shit. I'm gonna fucking still do it.
But yeah, I have. I mean, I have done that, and you end up getting good workout. You just gotta really push through that initial feeling of feeling like fuck, like I really can't do shit. Like if I lay down, I will fall asleep immediately, and you gotta just you gotta push through that shit. Because if you don't, then you won't do it. This is kind of challenging, which is what I actually do like. That originally I really wasn't gonna get 100% into it.
It's probably gonna get you pretty jacked too, because you're just kind of putting those healthy, I guess, carbs and nutrients in you.
Yeah, I mean, I love carbs too. I fucking love them.
You're telling me do you dream sandwiches now? Are you like those cartoon characters? On the island.
You start looking at I'm looking at you and you look like a hamburger.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you look like a cheeseburger with bacon and a fried egg on it. Man. That looks good.
I feel like you're like a bratwurst.
No, who, me?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, man.
I'll take that.
That's juicy.
I like a big juicy sausage. But yeah, no, other than that, I've cut back my caffeine intake. Look, this sounds so fucking late, right?
Yeah, I like how you described, when you were telling me this earlier, I can't believe it. You need the energy and you're just cutting back. I know you're doing good, but
I've heard of a lot of positive things coming from when you lower your caffeine intake. I hear that your body is more hydrated, and you sleep better.
Yeah, it's true that you're not, pumping yourself with caffeine and having trouble to sleep. You're just out cold. Yeah,
going from being a 5 to fucking 7 cup of coffee a day person because I'm just running. I'm seriously down to 1 cup a day now.
Nice.
But
that must be a bit of a struggle though.
It's and at first, in the first few days, it was kind of challenging, but now it's just because in the middle of the day, it's all right, I got a small gap. There's a Starbucks across the street. I could go grab a coffee right there.
Yeah.
But I've been just not doing. I've just my first coffee in the morning is the last coffee I'll have.
Yeah.
Until tomorrow.
That's good. That takes a lot of perseverance, or that's willpower.
Yeah, you got it. It's all in your fucking mind, really. I think. I don't need. I know. I mean, physically, if I don't have for a while, I don't know now. I haven't really tested this yet since I've been since I weaned myself down.
Yeah.
But I know for a while, if I didn't have a cup of coffee, fucking just real bad headaches. I knew that my body was physically begging for it.
Oh man, now I'm scared. I've been drinking this shit nonstop.
It's like anything though,
fish.
anything that you do that you feel like excessively, if you like just, I feel like stopping cold turkey doesn't always work, especially not for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, or you'll do it, but it'll be temporary. It's like those people that like lose like 50 pounds in fucking in a month. And the next thing you know, they gain it right back.
Yeah.
You know?
That shit.
I explained obesity on our last episode to people just in case they were confused. So you could refer back to that one. But yeah, no, it's just, I just want to be able to, because we tell ourselves things all the time, especially growing up, and especially as you like, I don't know, like when you go from being in college and you be in your 20s and shit, and you just like, I think we adopt ideas that like the adults before us had, like, oh, I need my cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or otherwise I can't do that. Like, so you just kind of just like are around that shit your whole life. And then really there are people who will tell you shit like, oh, actually, I don't drink coffee at all. Or like,
and that's okay.
Like, yeah, and that's cool. Like,
that's cool.
Some people don't like drinking. I like drinking booze.
Yeah.
You know, some people don't, and they don't need. And it's like, I don't need to. I just like to. Right?
Yeah.
But
I respect that.
It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, why not? If I could like be a better version of me, like, why not try to do this? You don't have to try to do it. I think it's cool anyway. Like, I'm just trying to do it. I'm trying to see what I could do.
Yeah, I respect that. Like, I don't respect. It's like people that try to force their shit on you. Yeah, it's like, I'm doing this. This makes me feel better. It's like, you should do it too. It's like, no, I'll do it if I want to.
Yeah, like if anyone asks, it's like, I'm just trying to do this thing. Oh wow, that's really cool. Yeah, that's it. Like telling somebody that they should also do it, you're an asshole if you do that.
But you're probably gonna get pretty ripped from staying on that diet, and especially like just drinking more energized now you're weaning off from like caffeine a bit.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted. I don't know yet. It could work opposite for me, right? Yeah. Like imagine I just blow the fuck up. But that's the difference, right? Like, it's really weird because I don't know shit about
I like you picked that piece up and it still rolled anyways.
Yeah, no, it did. Yeah, it's just fucking.
All right, go on.
I don't know shit about being a vegan. Like, I don't really know shit about it other than you can't eat meat.
Yeah. I got to do a little more studying. I feel like a little biased in some ways, but I should understand it rather than talk shit about it.
There's a lot of I like to make fun of it.
Yeah,
but I understand why people would be into it. I get it, and I think it's great if you can really commit to that. But like for me, like and people say a vegan will tell you, I used to love meat too, man. Yo, I just love meat so much. Like,
meat tastes great.
I just want, and you know what? I was always like, even when I was training and shit, when I was younger, like I wanted to be like aesthetically good. So meat is like the shit that I used to. Yeah, but you could still get fucking jacked. And I was, you know what? Fuck it. Let me not use all these excuses. I love meat. I like bacon. Bacon is the shit.
Bacon's great. Oh, did you hear that Dunkin' Donuts is releasing you're able to order just a bag of bacon? A little sleeve of bacon. When
did that start? Because I'm gonna go get some.
They posted it like on one of those sites. They're talking about it. It's one of those news updates.
You follow Dunkin' Donuts on?
I follow Dunkin' Donuts all the time. I follow the news all the time. No, the Mustos like sent it to me, and I was like,
"Is it Dunkin' or is it Dunkin' Donuts?"
Though. What?
Is it Dunkin' in the article?
It's Dunkin', yeah. I feel weird just calling it Dunkin'. Can you just keep it? Too. Can you keep it Dunkin' Donuts?
I wish. I'm still gonna call it Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, you know?
Dunkin' Go Nuts.
Go nuts. But anyway, so what is going on?
All right, fine. I think we'll get to the topic now, even though we're so far in. So I've been thinking about my future and about retirement. I never thought about that until now.
You want to retire?
Took me this long. Yeah, like eventually. I don't mean now, but I'm thinking about my future. I never really thought about that. It's always been in the back of my brain, but I lived in this like 20s mindset for so long that now I'm kind of scared. I want to know. I want to be sure. I want some security, I guess.
So when you become a police officer?
Don't tempt me.
How
John
old?
will clean the shit out of this.
How old do you imagine you would be when you retire?
I'm thinking I want to retire when I'm 70.
I thought you were gonna say 38.
I would love to retire
Retired at 38.
That'd be great. I would love to. Just
I live in
nothing.
Florida now.
Some people could do that, and I kind of wasted my time. I don't think I wasted it, but the reason I brought it up is because like I went to Mackenzie started doing like her savings and stuff like that. Her doing joining like her Roth account and taxes. Like she's planning for retirement. It's like shit. You're younger than me, and I never thought about that. I mean, working for the rest of my life.
It's probably you might be. Was it like a family? Like I don't know. It's really crazy. Like some people just they just take care of that shit.
Yeah.
70 is a good age though. If you look, I believe the retirement age is 66 right now.
66.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna be able-bodied beyond 66.
I just hope that we have a financial, like a very. I don't know. We're talking still politics here, but like I hope our financial situation we find years later.
I fucking hope so too.
I'm trying not to worry about it, but like I'm trying to plan.
I mean, are you eventually going to have children?
Yeah.
Do you ever think about that?
Yeah, I've been thinking about that too.
How many children? If you had to pick, if you could pick how many children you could have, how many would you have?
All right,
and what would they be?
3.
You'd have 3 kids.
I want 3 kids.
And what would you name them? Don't you know how to answer that.
One is Doopy, Loopy, and Carl.
Okay.
I'm joking. No, of course I'm not.
Carl's the girl, right?
Yeah, Carl's the girl. What about you?
It's very woke. Fine. It's very woke of you to say.
Are you planning that at all? Like ever since you got married, or you always had that plan?
I always eventually knew that I was gonna want to be a dad at some point in my life.
Okay, that's.
You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I just happened to marry a woman who also felt that way about herself, because you could fuck around and meet somebody that you hit it off with and shit is awesome, or you start dating someone and it's like, oh, this could get serious, and then you find out that they never want to have children.
Yeah, that's a.
And it's like, it's probably a fucking deal breaker for me.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually, like, I'd like to be a father, and I don't want to do it with anybody except for my wife. I mean, some people just really feel that way. Nothing wrong with not wanting to have kids. I just know that I wasn't one of those people.
How many? You
Probably 2, to be honest.
2?
Probably 2. Like the most I think we would probably ever go is 3. But I'm thinking 2.
I always feel like you need more than one.
Yeah, the big one watches the little one.
You know what?
The big one watches the little one.
Yeah, exactly. So you have a Russian doll situation, so you have to compensate for the other kid.
Yeah, no,
all right. Well, you're small. Like you're gonna be big. All right, we need a smaller one. Now we need a smaller one.
No. More like, all right, me and your mom are going out on a date. You're in charge now. To the big one.
Yeah.
Unless the big one is dumb as fuck.
Would you name him?
Then the little one's in charge. Whatever. One of them's gonna watch the other one.
So are you gonna name, since your dad is like has the same name as like you, but you're a junior? Are you gonna name your kid the same name?
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Corey Easley Jr.
I'm not gonna do that.
The third. wait, it would be the third, right?
No, I mean technically not. Technically not even.
Like, I wonder how it works when you have that surname like at the end.
There's like, you can do so much with this shit with your name now. Like, you could fucking go right now and just say that you want to change your name to Barney Rubble. When you can go down.
It makes me furious.
And change your name to whatever.
That idea, though.
Yeah.
Are you going to be like that new hippy dippy parents and be like, well, we didn't
I'm not letting my kids get vaccinated.
Pick a name you want. Any name.
You're going to let a fucking kid that can barely blow bubbles out of his mouth with its own saliva pick its own name.
I want to be...
No, you pull a piece of paper out that has a bunch of names on it, and you just have whatever the first one that the kid touches with their little fucking hands.
Your name is now.
and that's their name for the rest of their life. You picked your name. And then they'll grow up and they'll become real dickheads with a scarf around their neck and fucking Where's Waldo glasses, sitting there going, I actually picked my own name, and everybody will hate them.
Yeah.
Because they bring it up every chance they get.
Or they could be pretty rad too.
Yeah, it could be cool.
Called Batman.
Yeah, I'm Batman.
Hey, Batman.
No, that's not cool. That's not cool. If I was in school and there was a kid named Batman, I'd be like, his parents are fucking stupid. and I think that kid would get made, or girl, because if the kid's picking, you don't even know. It could be a girl named Batman, which actually sounds kind of cool. Like if one of the boys came up and was like, "Yo, bro, you gotta meet my new girlfriend. She's fucking hot.
Yeah,
she's super cool. She likes all the same shit I like." And you will never guess her name.
Yeah. Also, she chills at night and loves to fight crime.
She likes to fight crime. Just kidding. But her name is Batman. And you're like, get the fuck out of here. No way. I don't believe it. And then Batman walks in, looking hot.
Yeah. Gorgeous.
Wearing a choker. You want me to choke her? No, I
barely do her. No.
It's such a cheap joke. No. Yeah.
No, that's funny.
This is my girlfriend, Batman.
Batman easily.
Yo.
That doesn't sound.
It's actually not bad. I really think if there was a dude named Batman, getting made fun of. If there was a girl named Batman, she's awesome. Cool. Right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm glad we could agree on that. You know, when is Batman gonna retire?
And then the youngest son you named Super Dude.
No, I can't do that to him.
Can't do it?
No, I'm gonna give him a normal ass name like fucking
like Eugene.
No, hell no. That's the name of a kid who gets beat
Gary.
up. Tell me Eugene is not the name of a kid who like you want to beat up a little bit.
Yeah, that definitely has a ring to it. Like it definitely has a face to it.
Yeah. I don't want to put. See, that's the thing when you have kids, right? You don't want to put them in a position to get bullied if you can avoid it, because everybody needs to go through that shit. You don't want to give them
a boring name, like John. There's too many Johns out there.
Well, there's a lot of Anthony's out there, but you know what? I think it's a better name than fucking.
I guess you could like with Anthony. Damien. LaDamian.
Like Damian Tomlinson, like the football player. Like I think you couldn't just name him. When I hear like
I want names
that are trying to be over creative, I'm like, you couldn't just name him Anthony.
Yeah, can you just go simple? You could be short named Tony later.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I don't like those creative.
I want to name mine after basketball players.
Like what?
Like Hakeem Olajuwon. Hakeem Olajuwon Bobble. That'll be fucking awesome.
That'd be ridiculous. That'd be insane. He'll have a real hard time getting on an airplane.
He's Filipino, yeah.
He'll have a real hard time getting through fucking security.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I would never want to put my child in a position where they're gonna get made fun of for their name.
Yeah.
Or like beat up for some shit they're wearing. Like I want them to just fucking. I just want them to show up and fucking have other things be the reason that they stand out.
Yeah.
Maybe that they're super fucking smart, or they're super funny, or they're like talented at an instrument, or they can paint, like something.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be like I'm sending this kid to school in a please somebody beat the shit out of me outfit. I just don't want that to happen.
Like you would you be that parent and they have to dress him up a little, like it's a little hood, or like
no,
kind of cool looking?
No, I would want him to just look cool, or her to look fucking like their parents gave a shit. Like they don't have dirt under their fingernails, and they look like they bathe, and her girl's hair is combed, and their clothes are clean.
Yeah,
they don't smell. Imagine that shit, sending your kid to school, and then you get a phone call like, "Hey, listen, so your kid smells bad. It's making all the other kids uncomfortable. You got to come pick him up."
Yeah, and also Batman's in trouble right now. She's been causing so much mayhem.
Yeah,
in the school.
You don't want that either.
Yeah,
or you might have to come in and fuck Batman up because Batman's picking on your kid. But anyway, yeah. When I retire, I don't know. I think when I retire, it's a thing that I've never really thought about, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's a thing that I've never... I feel like it's one of those things that I'm not going to think about until I could do it in like a year. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm always going to want to... Like, I feel like I can never imagine myself sitting around not doing shit. Or like trying to find hobbies now because I don't do anything. Like, I feel like I can't even imagine being in that position. Yeah, I don't want to get sick or anything where I can't do shit, but,
Yeah, I've been listening to, I think, what was it, Radio Lab, and they were talking about, millennials and, baby boomers, like how some baby boomers go back to work because, they kind of pissed away their money. You know, they didn't really.
Yeah, there isn't enough money.
There's not enough money.
There's not enough money, and this country hasn't saved enough. Like, people, on the average people have not.
No.
Do not have enough money saved.
Yeah, and that's scary. That's kind of part of why I wanted to go in and be like, start now. You know, I could bank off my dreams forever, but, like, eventually that's going to end.
Why don't you buy a farm or something?
Buy a farm? I don't know what to do with a fucking farm. Nor do I want
You can learn. You can go online. You can go on Google and figure out how to be a farmer.
Green Knickers is the place to be.
You can grow all your food. And you won't have to go to the produce section, the grocery store.
That'd be great, but also have to pay land taxes, whatever the property tax is.
Where would you buy your farm?
Where would I buy my farm? I never thought about that. I don't know, somewhere that's fertile.
Fertile Myrtle.
And cheap. I guess I'll go to the Midwest or something. There's a lot of farmland down there. Get off my land.
There's a lot of land. You wouldn't even have to say that. Nobody can get to it. Babla land. You can get one of those big cornfields and turn it into a maze and make it become an attraction. Like, have people come down.
That'd be freaking rad.
To do your shit, you know? You get a scarecrow.
What about you? Would you own a farm? Or, like, you know, like, so you can't imagine yourself retired. Like, would you keep on working, let's say, if you do retire?
Somehow.
Like, you find something to keep you going.
Somehow I would be doing something.
Yeah.
But then again, I feel like that's what people do when they retire, right? Like, when I imagine somebody retired, I imagine, like, they go fishing all the time. Yeah. And they fucking, maybe they have a boat. Or maybe they started getting into carpet. Like, people always get into shit.
Yeah.
You know, nobody's just like, all right, I'm retired. Now I'm going to sit in a rocking chair for the next 15 years.
Yeah.
Until
you
I
don't
die.
want to be doing nothing.
Yeah. I would do something. I just don't know what. I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not even close to there yet.
And, like, I like to buy my time with something. And if I'd rather keep on working, I'll probably go back to school or something, you know, just to keep my
learn how to do something random.
Yeah, I when I was doing boxing across the street, there's this, like, fucking 65-year-old dude doing practically what I can and better. I'm like, shit. I'm in decent shape.
That's
but this guy was like, holy shit, you're old. You don't look in shape, but you're in shape.
See, I feel like 60s are not old, though.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you're not really old unless you let yourself get old.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, physically.
Yeah.
Mentally, you're from a different generation. You're going to say shit that sounds old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you're not old unless you, like, you know, there's motherfuckers right now that, think about it, that you went to high school, you went to college with, that just let themselves start getting old too soon. You know what I mean? They just don't take care of themselves and look like shit. You know how those people are going to look when they're 50.
Yeah.
They're going to look like they're fucking 70. Because they just stop giving a fuck.
Yeah, you got to keep your mind, keep on working, you know? Like, you got to keep reading, keep learning, keep training.
Yeah, so a 65-year-old who's kicking ass in a fucking boxing class around a bunch of 20 and 30-year-olds, that's awesome.
That's awesome. I was like, shit.
That's a goal.
Like, that's just me and him. Cool. And, like, you know, the class was very small. It's just us two and this freaking trainer. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, maybe he's a granddad.
He also, or
he runs around the park with his grandkids because he still can. That's cool.
He said he did martial arts before. I was like, I could tell. The man could throw a fist.
I'm sure he can.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. About what? What are you kidding about? Nothing. Yeah.
Like, I was at I went to the bank like 2 days ago, and I tried applying for this Roth IRA. I wish I could explain what a Roth IRA is, but I don't know, and I have to study upon it, and that's what the guy told me.
Roth IRA. Let's see.
Roth IRA.
Rothra.
Oh, Rothra. That sounds like an enemy of Godzilla.
It does sound like that.
Yeah.
What's a Roth IRA? Roth IRA. Here you go. IRA.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things you could invest in, like, you know, you could do bonds, and, you know, I don't know much about it. I feel like an idiot. I feel like very much, when it comes to retirement and understanding, I need to do the research.
I think it's really interesting that you're 35 years old.
And I'm thinking about this?
And you're thinking about something that you're not going to have to think about for another 30 years.
I know, but I'd rather
no, there's nothing wrong with it. I get it.
You'll laugh at me now, and let's fast forward to the 5,000th episode of this, and, like, we're retired, and we're like, you know, oh man, I'm out of cash. Guess what? I'm full of money. I got this new vault.
You got
I've been
Bitcoin.
Putting pennies in, so I could do the The fucking Scrooge McDuck.
Why do we have to talk like that?
I don't know. I don't know why I sound like that.
I feel like it's weird when you start listening to your parents and because you ever talk to an old person, like a fucking senior citizen?
Yeah, and that's what
and
they sound like.
And their voice sounds like old.
Yeah, but they probably sound young to themselves, right?
No, but they didn't always sound like that.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean? Like, this girl wasn't 17 with that voice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy how your voice evolves.
Yeah.
And, like, you start noticing shit. Like, you start noticing your parents start sounding a little older all the time.
My mom and dad still sound the same.
They sound the same?
Yeah. They haven't reached that old age. Like,
that's got to be trippy,
they're up
though.
there, like, 16 and above, but like, holy shit, they keep well.
See, my mom sounds the same, but sometimes she says things that sound like shit that my grandma says. And I'm always like, I never point it out. I just always like take note of it. Like, I'm like,
someday that's going to be partially you, maybe saying some old sayings.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. All the shit, because shit keeps evolving.
Yeah.
You know? I was just talking to Turtle about how, those kids, like, how it became, like, huge in, like, sports for, like...
In high school?
In high school and
college,
professionally and everything. Okay. How dudes were, like, dyeing the top of their hair, like, blonde and shit. Especially, like black football players with the haircut kind of similar to mine. And when you see, like, high school kids do it and shit, if you talk to them, you'll be like, oh, no, because I'm just trying to be different. It's like, oh... just like him, and you point at another dude who's right fucking there. Like, yeah, real different. Yeah, that shit is so funny to me because
trying to do a fashion statement.
But think about it though, like that's never gonna stop. Think about like the fucking emo kids, when you went to high school, and the goth kids, and like. Hipsters, and the hip hop kids, like all these different groups of people are people that are trying to be different from other people by joining a group of people who are like them. Yeah,
and you're like, oh, I'm just trying to be, an anarchist. I'm like, no, you're not. You're joining other people.
Yo, like the only way to really be conformist. There's not a. That's the thing, though. I feel like it's okay to just accept the fact that. We all relate. That's why we're we're
us as humans. We're
similar to each other.
Yeah, we're tribal. We need other people.
Yeah,
we have to find ourselves to a certain group.
It's like, no, I'm different. No, you're not.
No, I'm special. Yes, you are.
Yes,
yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
You.
Yeah, no. It's just I don't know. I was just really thinking about it, and like like I said before, like I passed.
Just imagine you point the kid as like you're not. Oh, you're different like that.
Just like him, right? He's also different.
Yeah.
Who are you two different from? Me, I guess.
Yeah, you look like that guy from PM Dawn. What? No.
You ever get somebody to tell you look like someone?
Yeah. No. I don't get that at all.
Really?
No.
I guess I can't.
Sometimes, and I think they're too afraid to tell me what I look like. Just so they don't sound racist.
That's really weird, right?
It's weird, like, you can't say that anymore. Like, you can't like, oh, you look like this.
Sure,
would you appreciate that? Or would you take it to the other way where like, oh, what the fuck? No.
I think it's,
I think it's complimentary. You feel like, oh, you look like this.
My brother-in-law told me I look like a little bit like a more whenever you tell
Mort?
somebody no I'm just saying right now, whenever you tell somebody that they look like somebody, you always want to like punch it up a little bit just in case that person gets offended by it. So he said you like a more handsome anybody ever tell you like a more handsome version of Paul Pierce? and I saw the picture and I was like,
yes.
No one's ever said that to me.
That's hilarious.
That's really funny. I did have a guy one time in a store years ago. I was probably like 20. Mm-hmm. He goes, "You look," and he was German. He told me I was like Nelly, and I was like, "That's pretty funny." And then most recent was last year. Actually, this time last year we were in the Bahamas. I'm wearing my T-shirt from the Bahamas that we made.
Oh, nice! And it says Momcation 2019.
Yeah,
session. That's great.
Yeah, so we had these T-shirts. But anyway, we were in the Bahamas, and there was this couple that fucking accused me of being Terrence Howard. I told you about that, right?
Terrence Howard?
They thought I was Terrence Howard.
Wow.
And they were telling. They didn't say you look like. They were like,
you didn't want to correct
you're
them?
Terrence Howard.
Did you take it in stride, or did you make them? Did you correct them? Like, no, I'm not Terrence Howard.
I did say no, I'm not Terrence Howard.
Dude, you should have wrote that away and be like, yeah, I'm Terrence Howard, and everyone probably would have believed you.
You know what? It wasn't. If I was in a situation where like I needed them, or like they could have bought me a drink or something.
Yeah, and then you play off.
Then I would do it. But it was an all include. Like, you know.
Can you name any movies with Terrence Howard in minus Iron Man?
Hustle and Flow.
Hustle and Flow. There we go.
He was. I feel like he was in. Oh, he was in this movie called The 5 Heartbeats.
5 Heartbeats. Okay, you're there.
It was about.
Just make sure you got your cover right.
It was like kind of about like a movie about the Temptations. But but it was like this other all black singing group, and they told basically a story about how like. You know, the same fucking story you always see, right? Like, yeah, you know, we started getting famous, and somebody started getting on drugs, and it became a fucking problem for everybody else, and you know, we weren't seeing eye to eye, and the band fell apart.
And then they have one last reunion, but it was never the same.
It was never the same, and then after that, it was like, you know, like in the Frankie Valli movie. Yeah. He was in. I'm pretty sure he was in that movie.
Nice.
I could look that up, but
I believe you.
I think I'm right.
Shit, I feel like I'm in front of Terrence Howard right now.
Oh, so you did do those movies, Terrence Howard.
So you are Terrence Howard.
Yeah, that's me.
Hell yeah. What was I going to say?
If you retired, would you like to live in a house or an apartment?
That's a good question. I think a house. I think I'm ready for, like, just a house.
Would you do, but, okay, so... Now, this brings me to this question.
Okay.
If anything happened to the house that you now own, would you call people to come take care of it and pay them, or would you fix everything yourself?
I would try to fix it myself. If I can't do it, of course I'll get help. I'd be like, you know, well, this is beyond my comprehension.
What if you're like 72 and you got to go on the roof?
I'd probably try.
What if your wife was like, fuck no, you're not trying, we're paying somebody?
I'm going to do it.
I'm going to do it, woman. You're going to start calling your wife?
Oh, God, no.
You're going to start calling your wife woman? Is that what you're going to
do? Horrible. Yeah, I'll be that old curmudgeon.
Say things like, damn it, woman.
From the 1950s and 60s. Somehow I revert back in time to our old customs.
Nobody would say anything to you because you're fucking old.
Yeah.
Nobody would say shit to you. There's like an age you get to where if somebody heard you talk to your wife like that, they'd be like, man, he's a little surly, but that's none of my business.
I have like zero respect for like old people that think they have like some sort of like they're better than you in some way, or like you know what I mean. Or
that you
like,
have to respect them because they are old.
Yeah, like if you didn't say anything that is useful to the situation, I don't care.
Yeah. You're not contributing. You're talking out of turn.
You're acting privileged, and I don't care for privilege.
You just acting like you're the boss all of a sudden. You didn't do it. I don't know you.
I had this bar patron, like, you know, yesterday. Not patron, what am I talking about? He came there like once, and he's like, you know, I only got $3. You know, can I get a buyback? It's like, I'll give you like $10. It's like, no. You don't ask for buybacks.
You don't ask for buybacks. You just got to be cool.
You'd be cool.
There's ways to get buybacks as a customer at a bar.
Yeah.
First of all, come in and be cool. Don't ask for one.
Yeah.
And, you know, if the guy's about to go to the bathroom, offer to hold his dick for him.
Yeah, hold his dick, man.
You know, offer to shake it for him so he can send text messages and follow up with his friends while he's taking a little break.
Yeah, show him a jag-off.
You know, give it to him.
A rub and tug.
Give it back. Give back.
Give back. Blumpkin. Yeah. Well, what about you, man? Like, do you imagine yourself with a house or an apartment? Or the same apartment you have now?
I'd have, you know.
And also, would you be in the same state or a different state?
This is hard.
Sorry, I know. I'm adding a lot to it. I'm just putting little layers.
I think with us, it kind of just depends on where work may take us. I know that we want to be close to family, so that's something to keep in mind. I'd eventually want us to own some shit, so that way, you know, obviously it comes with more responsibility, which fucking, if you talk to Hannah about this shit right now, she would be like, yo, I can't even imagine worrying about plumbing the way I would have. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. But eventually I'm sure that that's in the plans, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's the way to go.
Yeah.
I don't want to be fucking paying rent forever.
Yeah, nobody wants to do that.
You know?
You want to do with, like, get to that point where you can't support yourself and, like, you know, you're that old and, like, that's my fear. I don't want to be useless. And what are people going to do with me? I
mean, I want a patch of grass and I want, like, a fucking, like, I want, like, a porch to sit on and shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I want that, you know?
That'd be rad.
Just so I could just fucking, when the weather is nice, I would never be in the house.
You'd be chilling that porch with a beer?
All day.
And freaking me and Frank will show up and be like, hey, what's up? What's up, Corey?
What's up, guys?
I guess we get back to our old ways.
Why? Are you going to talk like that?
That's me now. It's my character. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Like, is he okay? Yeah, give him about 20 minutes. He'll be asleep. That's what happens. You get old, you just fall asleep everywhere you sit.
Is Corey dead? No, he's just passed out.
Yeah, he does this. It's fine.
It's fine.
Don't
Frank.
worry about him.
Gabagoo, gabagoo.
And he's got diarrhea.
Yeah,
he's got irritable bowel syndrome, and he's wearing a diaper. Eventually.
And he's grown his hair back. That's beautiful.
Only on the sides, though. He's got a ponytail in the back. You know those old guys that have the ponytail in the back and they have a baseball cap on?
Why?
And then they take their baseball cap and they're bald?
They're really holding on to, like, you know... Is there a good old look? Like,
you know what's so funny?
It's hard to look good when you're old.
The funny thing about that is, if you're bald on top with a ponytail, you still get referred to as the bald guy with the ponytail. Like, you're not like, oh, the guy with the long hair.
Yeah, you're not.
You're not. You're just the bald guy.
Just a bald guy.
Which, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's just how people, you know. It's like if I didn't know a fat dude's name, I'd be like, yeah, the fat guy with the green shirt. Yeah. Just.
Oh, yeah. You trying to look different? Oh, there's a guy like that right here.
Yeah.
Hey, green shirt.
Just like him, right?
Yeah, like him.
Just like him. Yeah, you're always gonna find somebody. That's funny when you find somebody, when you meet somebody that reminds you of a friend that you already have. Mm-hmm. Because that happens a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I want you to take these messages and these lessons, kids, and you know, really start thinking about your future. Get your 401k, get your shit in order. But you know what? If you can't do it now, then wait till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because you know, there's money out there, allegedly. Not really, not anymore. Get your hands on some money and hold on to it. Buy a house, save it. I don't know. I'm not an advisor.
Yeah.
I'm just a guy who's living his life, and I'm gonna learn some more shit in between now and then. And by then, I mean next week when we record this podcast again.
Hell yeah! Same Batman time.
I'm gonna report back, and so is Ryan. And thank you all for listening. Follow us on social media. Comment, like, subscribe, share it with all your friends. Mm-hmm. And if you have anything you want to fucking give us any tips on in terms of getting our fucking retirement plans in order, let us know.
Yeah. Also, check out our Patreon page on patreon.com/TruthSyrum. Any love and donations would be wonderful. And Nital, take us away, sir.
Take us. World-class chefs.
I always wanted one of those.
They're very good. They're very fun for kids.
Oh, yeah.
Like, me and Hannah were just talking about Easy Bake Ovens. And I was like...
Do they still exist?
If I could fucking find one, when we decide ever to start having children and a few years down the line, they will have an Easy Bake Oven, they will have a Light Bright, and they will have Rock'em Sock'em robots.
Wow. You're just bringing blasts from the past for our childhood for these new kids who... probably don't give a shit about that. Or...
They're going to be like, Dad, we don't hit each other anymore. We blast each other with laser guns. So Rock'em Sock'em robots is stupid.
You're stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That's going to... I feel weird about that.